Thank you for coming back to my channel. So tonight, I want to discuss Wack100's interview with Bradley Martin. So I downloaded the video a couple days ago, and I put it into my went into my downloads on YouTube. And I'm kind of 50-50 about Wack100. Not in a bad way or anything like that. I just you know, I don't know too much about him or anything like that, and I always just kind of felt like kind of weird. Something about him just kind of strikes me as kind of weird. But that's neither here nor there. So he had some very interesting points that he discussed with Bradley Martin, and he said, in other words, that the fix was in on Drake by the music industry. In particular, Universal Music Group. He said to Bradley, let's get that Caucasian mind of yours going, which was pretty funny. And then he's just like, Diddy was fine until he sued his company with the liquor. I think it was the Ciroc thing or something. There was some lawsuit there. And then he said after that, he was done. He was finished. Then, he said that Drake suing Universal Music Group is basically the end of him. And they said that it had nothing to do with money, which is the craziest part of it all, because it gets back to what we already know in a reptilian type of way, that these people do have all the money. Of course they have all the money. So why do they need to do things for short-term profit? And I think it's one of the biggest flexes ever for people to think from the bottom down, like, oh wow, these celebrities are made because people like them, as opposed to these master manipulator puppet masters who control and make every single artist out there, who it's their stage that these artists are going on. When you get to do the Super Bowl, you are like legend status after that. And then he said that if you think about Wack100 said to Bradley that Drake was done because the fact that he's suing them and making them look stupid is weird, because they have all the money and they just don't want that image to be out there. They don't want to have pie in their face. They're not going to take it lightly. And he said that. Now let's get into what he was saying. He was saying that Drake could have had some girls that were didn't have ID or something, or had fake ID, and they might know something about him, and that the people around him, his camp, would know or something, and that in and of itself would be able to get him done. Because Wack100 said that, imagine the girl out there that got had a one-night stand or a one-off night with Drake, and then she feels like a scorned lover and goes against him. And it's like, okay, yeah, all right, okay. But then he got into this point where if you send a Uber black car to someone, bring them back to your hotel, have relations with them, and then send the car back, that's human trafficking. So this gets very weird, very murky, and you can have committed like big crimes without having even knowing exactly what you were doing. Like, I was listening to Sharpe the other day, and he was talking about how if you're standing in front of the door, or you like say, I'm gonna throw your phone, that's like a threat of force or something. So bottom line here is, you shouldn't be involved extramaritally or premaritally with people that you're not married to. It's not from a religious standpoint, which it is from a religious standpoint, obviously, but not from a religious standpoint, but in the best insurance policy you could possibly have on yourself. I heard somewhere that Tucker Carlson has a lady or an assistant walking around with him everywhere he goes, so that way no one can say he was involved in an SA allegation type situation. So wherever he goes, there's a witness. So he said that, Wack said that he's gonna get that R. Kelly, Puff Daddy, Michael Jackson type treatment. And I've talked about this very subject in my in my previous videos, if you check my catalog, that I 100% say that I don't really know about when all these Me Too stuff comes out, and all this new stuff comes out on these on our heroes, and then instantly we're just supposed to like just want to like hate them forever. It's that's weird. That's where I'm just kind of like you know, I refuse to be manipulated. I refuse to be manipulated into thinking that, oh, I have to hate this guy now all of a sudden. So what they were saying about Drake and having fun and watch how they're gonna do him, makes me also feel like I wonder what's really going on with Diddy. It does make you ask the question. And it's always been a thing where they'll take someone, always they'll take these type of guys, and always just these type of guys, and they'll be like, look, they're doing all this weird stuff with women, like Michael Jackson. Everyone has like this weird thing that they're doing or whatever. Look how big freaks they are. Look how freaky they are. So that's what they do with a lot of these celebrities, is they try to always like portray him as like some weird like some freak. But this is a very free and accepting society, allegedly. So the Wack100 thing to me seemed like some good old foreshadowing. It felt like, oh, they're soft telling us that the fix is in on Drake. So it'll be interesting to see that if something comes out for Drake, will instantly everyone just turn on him. And people already have turned. So will, you know, like, what happens here? Or will everything be swept under the rug, and will he be like the next performer at the Super Bowl? Because these are the type of things people wonder, right? These are the things where, you know, do you get a cookie for being a good puppy? Or, you know, do you do your own thing? So Wack100 had a pretty crazy interview with Bradley Martin, and it honestly made me like Wack100 more, if that's anything I could say in regards to my reaction to that video. Thank you. Please leave a like and subscribe. Thanks.